As a professional makeup artist, one of the most common questions that I get from people who watch my content is that they don't understand how to properly apply or blend out cream bronzer, and they don't know how to get it to last all day. So in today's video, I'm gonna make it super sweet and simple for you guys, and you're gonna walk away from this video feeling like the expert in cream contour and cream bronzing. Let's get started. Just to clarify, I'm really gonna focus on cream bronzing products, but it's still the same concept as when you're using cream contour. It's just a little bit different placement. I don't personally like to use a lot of actual contouring products because they are cool toned and they always look muddy on my skin tone. I personally prefer using bronzers that aren't super warm. That way I can kind of get both the same effect of a contour and a bronzer product all in one. And the whole concept of today's video, whether contouring or bronzing, is the exact same. If you like to use contour, or if you like to use bronzer, or if you like to use both, this video is gonna be perfect for you.
Oh, say less.
How to start cream contouring or bronzing. So I'm gonna be going in with this Makeup Revolution X The Simpsons liquid bronzer. This is a liquid cream, and all we're gonna do is start dotting this all over our face where we would typically apply a powder version of this product.
I'm so pale.
Around the perimeter of our forehead, down our cheekbone, down the sides of our nose, a little bit underneath my chin, a little bit underneath my lip. Now this is a good starting place because it's much easier to add product than it is to take it away. So now we're gonna take a damp beauty sponge. We're gonna spray both our face and the sponge with a little bit of setting spray. This is gonna help blend the product out a little bit more. Depending on what specific product you're using from whatever brand, sometimes the product dries much faster than others, so you do have to be careful because it does make it a little bit harder to blend product out once it dries into place. Once you throw it on, get to work.
Okay.
All you're gonna do to blend this out is just really stamp it into place. When we're on our cheek area, we're gonna kind of blend it upwards because that's typically the most flattering when it comes to contouring. And then we're gonna go upwards into our hairline around our temple and just really blend this product upwards and outwards. If you feel like the product is a bit too pigmented or there's too much product, I'll show you how to tone it down, and I'll also show you how to add more in a minute.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now we have the initial product on our face. Yes, it's very intense. If you like more of a deeper contour, deep bronze moment, fantastic. If not, what we're gonna do is take the cleaner side of our beauty sponge and just start stamping over everything that we just applied. This is gonna blend it out even more. It's gonna tone down the product a little bit because the sponge is absorbing some of that excess product on our skin. And it's really just gonna help make it look a bit more natural. See, it's definitely toning it down already. Now in this situation, for me, like I would not obviously add any more because it's definitely intense. It's definitely noticeable, which is obviously what we're going for when we're contouring or bronzing. If you're someone who used a shade where maybe it wasn't super intense and you want it to be a bit more pigmented, definitely just do exactly what you just did again. So now we are answering the question of how do we get it to last all day? So normally what people would do is they would just go in with a fluffy brush like this with a matching contour or bronzing product, and they would just dust it all over all the areas that they just applied their cream to set it in place, just like when we're setting our concealer with setting powder. I do it a little bit differently, and here's what I do and why.
Then what? Then what?
So I take a lavender translucent setting powder. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is one of my absolute favorites. I also use this to bake my concealer. So what I'm gonna do is take my damp beauty sponge. I'm gonna try to find more of a clean side. I'm just gonna stamp lightly into that setting powder and kind of tap off some of the excess. And what I'm gonna do first is just stamp over all the areas that I've applied my cream bronzer. One, it's gonna set it in place, and two, it's gonna soften it up a little bit. So this side definitely much more soft than this side. Do this side over here. And of course we gotta get that forehead. 5 head in my case. Why I also love using this specific setting powder when I'm doing any kind of cream contouring or cream bronzing is because it mattifies it so much and it just looks so good on me personally. And I love a good matte skin moment. Did you see how it toned down the intensity of that bronzer by like probably 50%? It's exactly what we're going for, and I love it, and it's gonna last all day. But we're not done yet. We are gonna take our fluffy brush and dip into a Fenty Beauty bronzer, and we're gonna lightly stamp this over on top of all those places that we have now bronzed and added a little setting powder on top of it. I'm just gonna take a smaller brush and just go down sides of my nose. And then one last step is of course to set everything in place with some setting spray. This is just gonna bring it back some hydration to your face, and of course, more than anything, lock it all into place and make sure that your face doesn't look powdery at all. Because we did of course use a lot of powder, so this really kind of brings life back into your skin. And that, my friends, is how you quickly and easily apply and blend out cream bronzer or cream contour that's gonna last all day, be super pigmented, buttery smooth and soft, and look gorgeous.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
So if you're someone who has never used any type of cream product before, or maybe you have and it just didn't turn out well, hopefully this video helps you a ton. As always, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.